Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, so let's just dive in. And let's start off with this tweet over here from Brad Garlinghouse. We do see huge thanks to Chris Brummer for bringing together the public and private sectors every year at the always awesome DC FinTech Week, and to Ali Versprell for moderating a great fireside chat on the need for regulatory clarity, plus Ripple's growing global presence. And yeah, this is very exciting. All of the major updates that we have seen in the last couple days around Ripple with XRP has been insane. I mean, honestly, if you are an XRP holder right now, you are extremely excited. You are probably looking forward to the future as well. I think, honestly, long term, XRP is really going to shine the brightest once regulatory clarity is ushered in. I do think that we don't have to wait too long on that. We will be addressing that in this video. But also down here, shout out to Mickle Markets, or Markets Mickle on Twitter, actually. I know that he goes by Mickle Markets on YouTube. But here is a video real quick of Brad Garlinghouse talking at this meeting. And we do see you cannot ask for a better CEO than Brad Garlinghouse. Take a listen to this savage clip of the big BG, Brad Garlinghouse, and listen closely.
Reality, so Ripple definitely, since this lawsuit started, so the last 2 years.
Sorry, let me turn that up for you guys.
We have grown gangbusters. We've signed, I think I publicly said, hundreds of customers outside the United States. Yeah. So it has affected our business domestically, and the U.S. is still the largest economy in the world, and so I clearly care about that. But I also, the problem we're solving is a global, one of the primary things we focus on is cross-border transactions, payments. And so, most people outside the United States don't really care that the SEC is suing us. I'll tell you a very quick, funny story. I'll keep it short. I was in the Middle East last fall, and we were meeting with customers. I have one of the Ripple team members who's based there. It's really early in the morning. My time zones are all screwed up. We're meeting with the CEO of a payments company, and but the employee from Team Ripple says, "Well, why don't you give an update on what's going on at Ripple?" And I start talking about the SEC. And after the meeting, he very delicately says to me, "No one gives a shit." And his point was, if you're not in the United States, the governments in Abu Dhabi, governments in Switzerland, Singapore, UK, Japan, they've provided the clarity how they view and categorize digital assets, and they don't care that the United States SEC has a viewpoint that is, pending in court.
And it really is the truth. Like, listen, outside of the U.S., none of these areas really care about the SEC. They don't look at the SEC as all right, yeah, this is a big red flag if, they're suing Ripple. It's the same, thing that I've always said on this channel. The U.S., they could try to stifle innovation, but outside of the U.S., it's going to continue to grow and expand. And we have been seeing that with Ripple. And we even do see XRP Crypto Wolf saying, the XRP lawsuit went from being a terrible nightmare to now Ripple's greatest blessing. And I do completely agree. I believe that right now, as we really kind of look at things happening around the SEC lawsuit, it is igniting a ton of exposure to Ripple and XRP, and a lot more individuals are really kind of looking at it, understanding it, doing research, and realizing the value and the potential behind Ripple with XRP. We also do see over here, just added to our document library, Judge Annalisa Torres grants leave to iRemit and TapJets to file amicus briefs. So we will be seeing those documents being released. I think that this is a huge win for Ripple because, again, like I've said, iRemit and TapJets has clear confirmation that XRP is utilized as a currency. I've said it time and time again in the past as well that we will see everything unfold at a rapid pace once we really start to see the gears turning. We are seeing that right now. I do believe that this case is nearing its ending point, and we actually do see over here that Ripple CEO says that he expects an answer in the SEC case by the first half of 2023. So around June of 2023, which is my time frame as well. I've always said, within the next couple months, I would say like 3 to 6 months, possibly 9. It's up to you if you want to look at it, however you want to. To me, I believe that by June of next year, we will see this case done. And by the way, it could happen at any moment. Remember that a settlement could be announced tomorrow, next week, next month. We don't know. All we know at this point in time, though, is that it is on the horizon, and it is nearing day in and day out. And it's for good measure because we are continuously seeing the SEC continue to go after major names in crypto. Listen, a lot of people are probably going to look at this as all right, yeah, it's about time that they go after Bored Ape Yacht Club. But you got to remember that this investigation and these headlines are just to, it's all a publicity stunt. It's all the SEC trying to make a name for themselves, trying to grow in, popularity. It's like, I almost feel like the SEC is, it's almost like the quarterback in high school, right? That's all that, like, that's their big moment. This is their big moment, is going after crypto. After the SEC gets shut down, they're done. They already peaked. They're done. It's finished. And that's how I look at the SEC right now. It's just funny that we are continuously seeing the SEC trying to target crypto and go after all these major crypto companies. But we know that there's politicians out there that it's so clear that they did insider trading with stocks, yet none of them are being targeted. Nothing is being talked about with that. And it's just comical to me. But let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below. Also, talking about some major agencies, the Federal Reserve, actually, we do see over here, did Caitlin Long just hint at a conspiracy at the Federal Reserve? Doesn't she know that this is not allowed even if she backs it up with facts? Listen closely to this. This is very interesting. I actually heard this earlier, and I was like, wow, this is crazy.
And it gets to the question of whether crypto truly is risky within the traditional banking system and the connectivity, because there was a major announcement this morning, which is that Bank of New York Mellon, which is, I believe, the largest bank in the United States by assets, has officially now entered Bitcoin custody. And the interesting question that is raised by that is that they are a bank holding company that is regulated by supervised by the Federal Reserve. My company, as you know, has a lawsuit against the Federal Reserve, and I am about to make some news. You will see a filing from my company in that lawsuit pertaining to the announcement this morning, because the Federal Reserve filed filings last week talking about the risk to the financial system from crypto, and then today, a Federal Reserve supervised bank holding company enters crypto. We've been waiting for 2.5 years to do that. And look what the Fed actually said last week versus what it did today.
Well, yeah, no one's ever accused DC FinTech Week of having too many shy people not.
And it is very interesting. Listen, at the end of the day, the Federal Reserve is quietly jumping into crypto. There was a time where we discussed the possibility of the Federal Reserve actually adding Bitcoin to their reserves, their balance sheet, if you will. And a lot of people thought that I was crazy for saying that. But, with things unfolding rapidly around this space and, with Bank New York, Mellon, BNY Mellon, if you guys don't know about it, they are, a direct connection to the Federal Reserve, and them allowing for Bitcoin custody is very interesting. It's a very interesting time to be in this market right now, because we are seeing all the major players coming out of the woodwork and jumping into crypto. And I've said that, when we really kind of start to see things start to shift and you see the financial institutions jumping into crypto, these bigger names like the Federal Reserve and, the UN and the BIS, etc., they're only one step behind. But guess what? They're also quietly in crypto already. And I do believe that the Federal Reserve will make some announcements with crypto very soon. And we also do see from Digital Asset Investor, or Digital Asset Buy on Twitter, he posts this. Remember this. I actually remember making a video on this specifically where the interview does cut off, but listen closely. This is about 22 seconds long.
I think there's a potential battle between the Treasury and the Fed, which sounds impossible because they work so closely together. But if you think about it, the Fed kind of represents the banks.
Had a fantastic interview with Brent. We just were starting to talk about central bank digital currencies and stuff, but there's a fire alarm, so we're going to have to end it there. Brent, thank you so much.
And I don't know if you guys could hear that. I mean, I know that the audio on this clip was a little rough, but listen closely just real quick to the beginning statement.
I think there's a potential battle between the Treasury and the Fed, which sounds impossible because they work so closely together. But if you think about it, the Fed kind of represents the banks.
And I do believe that there is going to be a big, argument here between them, because the Treasury does want to kind of stifle crypto as well. We've seen major announcements from the Treasury in the past, but a lot of the things that we have seen in the past kind of unfold into adoption. We've seen this a lot with some major companies like, JP Morgan and, BlackRock and all of these other major, corporations and large names around the financial sector. A lot of them did talk down on crypto, and then ultimately, guess what blossomed out of it? It was a huge adoption cycle of crypto, and it really kind of started back in 2020 and really kind of morphed into reality in 2021, and now we are in 2022, and they are eating it up. They love crypto. They constantly say, like, all right, yeah, we're moving very fast forward on, crypto and crypto adoption. It's very exciting. It's a very interesting time in this market right now, and if you guys are a part of this journey, you guys can definitely see everything kind of unfolding. And also, I want to share with you guys one last major announcement, and that is the expansion of on-demand liquidity. We do see over here from XRP_Crow, Ripple's on-demand liquidity payouts in 25 payout markets: Singapore, Malaysia, Poland, Indonesia, Thailand, and more. Lemonway, XBAT, FinC, FlashFX, FOMOPay, and so many other ones, as you guys do see here. Companies realizing the benefits of on-demand liquidity for their business and customers. Ripple's on-demand liquidity now enables payments in or payouts in 25 payout markets. This is very exciting. On-demand liquidity is expanding rapidly. It is only a matter of time before XRP officially takes over globally. It is going to be a very interesting time, and if you guys did miss the official announcement, welcoming 2 new on-demand liquidity partners today: Lemonway as our first on-demand liquidity partner in France, and XBAT as our first on-demand liquidity partner in Sweden. Together, we're making it easier for consumers and businesses in these regions to make real-time payments around the world. Obviously, everyone was like, I was wondering why XRP dropped in price. It's usually because we see these major, announcements like this. So it is very exciting, and we actually do see down here RippleNet's annualized payment volume run rate now exceeds $15 billion as of quarter 2, 2022. On-demand liquidity grew over 9 times year over year. We are going to continue to see this expand rapidly. It is a very bullish time for XRP holders, and we do see over here Ripple continues European expansion, bringing the benefits of on-demand liquidity to France and Sweden, and this is all leveraging XRP. And it's for crypto-enabled payments to enhance its treasury payments processes. Very, very exciting. And I don't believe, so they do mention, so first off, Lemonway is able to drive operational efficiencies by eliminating the need for Lemonway to pre-fund accounts abroad, giving them the opportunity to use previously trapped pre-funded capital to grow and scale their business. An incredible opportunity, especially if you're utilizing on-demand liquidity powered by XRP. And then also XBAT enables money movement between Sweden and Thailand. XBAT's new partnership with Ripple sees the company offering instant and cost-effective retail remittances via on-demand liquidity supported by Tranglo, the cross-border payment hub based in Singapore. Remember what I said about the dominoes falling into place? The domino effect from a partnership like, for example, we'll say Tranglo here because Tranglo is the one that is supporting this. It's going to morph into some, you will say, like tens to hundreds to even thousands of major partnerships, and XBAT is just another one on the board with that. And we are going to continue to see a lot more on-demand liquidity volume growing. For an example, we do see since our inception 10 years ago, they focused on a blockchain and crypto to build real use cases. We already are kind of seeing that. We do see XBAT looking to tap into a global crypto liquidity to eliminate the traditional problems associated with cross-border payments, such as the lack of speed, unreliability, and excessive cost. So again, pay attention to the on-demand liquidity mechanism here because it is getting adopted in every single day. And we do see, according to Ripple's new value research, 70% of respondents at financial institutions in Europe think blockchain will have a massive or significant impact on their business in the next 5 years, while 59% of respondents are interested in using blockchain for payments. Remember my video from yesterday where I said Europe is essentially ready? Yeah, Europe has been ready for a while, and they are fully adopting in blockchain and crypto-driven use cases right now. And we do see by using Ripple's on-demand liquidity, of course powered by XRP, to underpin Lemonway's treasury operations, we are looking forward to bringing significant benefits to our business, which we can in turn pass on to our clients. So this is going to be great. Awesome job from Ripple with this major announcement. I think that this is huge, and here's the $15 billion annualized payment volume run rate on on-demand liquidity. Well, this isn't with on-demand liquidity, but I do believe that at some point in time, we will see a ton of that volume really kind of flood into on-demand liquidity, because already in one singular quarter, on-demand liquidity grew 9 times over year, and I believe that this is going to continue to expand, and I think that this is very exciting. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And with that being said, if you guys did enjoy the video, definitely hit that like, subscribe, to notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.